Pete'sTools.com.
G'day guys, Pete here to annoy you again. Hey, I've had a few messages from you guys still about this pilot arc thing on the plasma cutter. Man, you brought your plasma cutter machine and you brought a non-touch or a non-pilot arc machine. They call them non-touch now, non-touch. Anyway. You brought a non-pilot arc plasma cutting machine and now you're trying to cut some rusty steel or some other bits and pieces and you're having all sorts of issues getting the bloody thing started. Anyway guys, this video I'll show you a little tip that I use, and disclaimer here, I don't recommend anyone else does it. It's just what I do and I've been doing it for years. It's done nothing to my machine, but I'm not to say that it won't blow up your machine. I've got some other videos on this as well, so I might link them in the description, you can have a look. And I'll just show you what I do guys. Same as usual, like my videos, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment, come say good day at Pete's Tools if you want, or just drop your comment below and we can have a bit of a chat. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Anyway guys, this is my old plasma cutter. You've probably seen it 100 times before on my videos. Just a standard plasma cutter. You just got your lead coming in here, you got your on-off switch, and then you got your earth here. Just a standard 40 amp thing. As you might notice guys, there's only 1, 2, 3 plugs here. We haven't got the extra one for the pilot arc. So anyway, this is just the lead. We'll screw the lead on like so. This here is just the standard DINS plug from the earth, but I've got this little doodah on it and I'll show you what that's for later. So we'll put that in here, up like so, and then we'll just put our off-on switch like so. Beautiful. So it's just a bog standard cut 40, cut 50 non-pilot arc machine, you know, the cheapest version you can get of it. Right, now let's get to the cutting torch. So this is the standard torch that comes with that machine guys. It's just a PT31, cheap consumables, cheap good torch. You know, you run over them, you do all sorts of things. As you can see, I've run over this one and snapped the trigger guard off, but it still works. But as you can see guys, you pull the trigger and it's not pilot arc, just a standard thing. And if you want to cut something that's a bit grubby, it's a bit ugly to get it started, especially if it's dirty. So what I find guys, if you're trying to cut some really rusty steel or painted steel and you haven't got pilot arc, it won't start properly. Here, I'll give you a demo. See that? It just won't start. So what you basically need to do is either get a grinder or a piece of sandpaper and clear a bit off that so we can get it started. Or you need to be able to push the button and have a flame that comes out the end. And when you push the button and you get a flame coming out the end, that's what's called pilot arc. And it's a lot easier to cut dirty shit and stuff when you're upside down. But like I say, a lot of you guys are asking me, can you convert this torch to a pilot arc? Well, I'll show you a little trick that I do, and I've got other videos on it too. Like I say, I might put some links in the description to them, and you can have a look if you want, but I don't advise you to do it, but I'll just show you what I do, and you can see for yourself. So all I basically do is this, guys. I've got an old, cheap, crappy jumper lead here. See, it's quite thick, but it's thin, if you know what I mean. It's not much good for starting a car, because it gets too hot, but it's ideal for doing what I want to do. And we've got the earth lead of the plasma cutter here, so all I do is clip that onto there, and then the other end, like that, I've just put a little circle in there so it fits over my plasma torch head, like so. So if you have a look at that guys, it just goes on the head like that. But like I say, I don't recommend that you do it, I'm just showing you how I do it, and then I'll show you what happens. So remember before guys, it was just split and splutter and it wouldn't cut. Watch this. Pretty cool, eh? Now as you can see guys, it cut a hole straight through there, no worries at all, just with adding that extra wire. Now in my previous videos guys, I've used the same sort of principle here, but I've had a really thin piece of wire and it just gets too hot. That's why this old jumper lead here works really good for it, but I don't know what it does to your machine, that's what I'm saying. I've done it like this for years just to get me out of trouble when I'm trying to, if I can't clean up a lump of shit that I want to cut, I just whack this wire on and just start the cut. But did you notice what I did? I started the cut and then I contacted the tip onto the steel again. Because once you start it, you're right. See, like this. Start the cut, then hold it on the steel, and you're right. Perfectamundo. And the wire doesn't even get hot. So anyway guys, that's just one of my little tips. And another tip I've got for you, yeah, it gets better. And the next most popular thing I get asked guys is if I've already got a plasma torch that is pilot arc, can I use the original pilot arc torch on a non-pilot arc machine? Well, that comes back to that little thing I showed you on my earthly. Come on, let's go and have a look. Back to my machine again guys. Remember I was telling you about this little thing I put on this DINS plug? I made a modification and I put this little tit up here, and there's a very good reason for that, and I'll show you. This is the torch that I've just been using. So what we'll do is we'll take them out, because your pilot arc torch, as you know, or you may not know, has got an extra wire on it like I said before. See, here we are here. We have the on-off switch here, we have the main lead here, and we have this extra wire here, which is for the pilot arc. But my machine doesn't have that extra wire holder for the pilot arc. So what I've done is I've just, instead of putting an alligator clip like you see me on the earth, and then put a wire to the torch, these torches are already made for pilot arc. So what I've done is I've just run it back to the machine and put it straight on here. Here, I'll show you. So we screw him in here, just the same as before, and this is an 80 amp torch too guys, and it's only a 40 amp machine, so draw what you like out of that, but it cuts perfectly. Interchangeable torches, that's why I love them. Then we got our 2-pin on-off switch here guys, same as before. Put them in like so, and then we've got this extra wire here. And if you want to know how to make one of these plugs, I've got more videos on that as well, but like I say, I'm not recommending it. All I'm doing is showing you guys, okay? Because it may blow your machine to smithereens. I don't know. It doesn't do it with mine, but I'm no electrician. I'm no nothing. I'm just cheap as chip ass Pete. Right, so I'll put the pilot arc wire on here. Here's our new pilot arc torch. Now we'll see if we can get the sucker to run on this non-pilot arc machine. What do you reckon? So guys, here's our modified torch. We'll get rid of him, because we're not going to be using him now. Put him over there. And here's our brand new pilot arc P80 torch. See that guys? You see me plug it into my machine. So we'll see if this works, eh? Notice it's exactly the same theory as what I did here with the earth. Instead of having a wire going from the earth here to the plasma cutter consumable, straight from the machine earth, straight into the torch. Because this torch here is designed to be pilot arc. But like I say, I don't know what it does to your machine. I'm just showing you what I do. Anyway, it does work guys. Perfectamundo. And I also love it when you pull the trigger, you get a real flame coming out of it before you touch something. It's real cool. Yeah. Anyway guys, you watch this. If I put the earth clamp on there, and this table here is absolutely filthy, we'll see if we can get it to blow through it without actually touching it. Just cut a chunk out of my table, guys. Have a look at this. Woohoo! See that? That's probably 5 mil thick at the back there. So, see, it does work, and it's filthy, this steel. Didn't have to clean it up or anything. So that's what I do anyway, guys. So guys, that's the video for this week. For what it's worth, how to turn this into this. Like I keep saying, I wouldn't recommend you do it. I'm just showing you what I do. Anyway, guys, I hope you found a little bit of this thing useful. Same as usual, if you like the video, subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment. Come drop some comments in the comments below. We can have a bit of a yarn. And yeah, get into it. Bye.
Pete'sTools.com